As you can see, this video is very disturbing. But I want to say, nevertheless, thank you guys for joining me today. Hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. This video today, I just want to say is senseless. It's nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's dumb. And it's a cycle that's continuing to carry on in our communities. And I'm going to speak out against it because I don't like it. You know, let's get into the video.
This looks like any typical gas station stop, cars pulling up to fill up. But look closely as this guy in a blue jacket gets out of the white car parked at the pump with a long gun tucked in his pants. As he walks toward the Gate City food store, the gunfire begins. From another angle, you can see him jump back as a barrage of bullets shatter the glass door. He then whips out the gun and returns fire, along with another man who gets out of the white car, gun at the ready. They fire toward West Andrews Avenue as a blue SUV speeds away, and a man in a dark sedan at a nearby pump runs in the same direction. A customer trying to escape the store falls to the ground to crawl away. Cars driving by turn around to avoid the shootout. The bullets flew across the street, piercing the side of the North Henderson Heights apartments. Neighbors describe dropping to the ground as they heard the rapid pops of gunfire. One woman tells me she pushed her grandkids onto the floor behind a couch to shield them from the chaos. None of them wanted to talk with us on camera out of fear for their safety, but they want this violence to stop before an innocent bystander gets caught in the crossfire.
And good news, and amazingly, no one was hurt in all of this. However, Henderson's police chief does tell us one of the men involved did have some minor injuries to his feet. Now, the chief tells me investigators watched those exact videos we showed you, and they were able to obtain some warrants against several people involved in this. But the police chief would not say if those people are arrested yet or if there's any ongoing threat to the community here. Dan?
Shocking for so many reasons. Matt Tallhelm reporting live in Henderson. Thank you.
Senseless, ridiculous, uncalled for, despicable, any name that I can name it. I want it to be the worst name I can name it. Because there's so much wrong with this type of behavior. And it carries on daily in our communities, black communities. It carries on in our communities. Yeah. It carries on like it's a lifestyle. This is not normal. We've made it normal. We've normalized it. This is not normal. Normal human beings don't act like this. What's the point? What y'all fighting over? What you shooting each other over? And I'm angry is because it continues to happen. But when this type of stuff happens, you hear nothing about it. Except that it was a shootout and people got arrested, possibly. You don't hear Black Lives Matter coming to stuff like this. You don't hear us raising up about this. But this happened daily in our communities. And what's the problem? We scared to say something. Man, the street rules don't apply to everybody. Everybody is not a street individual. It's sad. It's so sad, man, because these people had no regard for human life at all. Broad daylight. You know, it's 2022. Everybody got surveillance cameras. So what, you just gonna throw your life away? That's fine. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Go ahead. But let me tell you, when you get behind those bars, you ain't gonna be acting like that. You ain't gonna be acting like that. You might act like that for a little while. You may show out for 5, 10 years once you get behind those bars. But one day you're gonna sober up and you're gonna realize, I done messed my life up. This is not how I want to live. And I guarantee they got children. I guarantee these guys got children. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. If they don't, Thank God. But I bet there's some children out there that's going to be suffering from this type of behavior. Thank God I was never a street guy. I was never a street guy. Anybody can tell you that. Thank God I was not. Because if this is the type of mentality I'm going to have to where I could go out and act like this in broad daylight, endanger people's lives, endanger my life, jeopardize my children's future because I'm out here living like a gangster. Oh, but when you get behind that fence, listen, I pray to God I never be in a situation that I would have to go behind that fence. I honestly pray but I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not finna go out here and live reckless and make myself a statistic. I'm not going to do it. I know that our neighborhoods are crime ridden. I know that. I know that there are less opportunities. I know that. I know that it's poverty stricken. I know that. But we got to change this. This have to change. Our mind has to change about situations. Going out there, oh, I'm gonna sell drugs. I gotta do what I gotta do. Listen, these people giving away jobs. I've been working since I was 15. I tried to sell drugs. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. When I saw how a grown man could act for some drugs, begging a teenager, nah, this ain't for me. I can't do you like that, bro. I can't stand to see a grown man act like that. No, I'm going to do something different. I'd rather go to work. Guess what I did? I got my granddaddy weed eater, and I got my daddy lawnmower. Nobody told me to get a job. I said, if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it on my own. You know what I wanted? I wanted some Nike sandals. It was back in the days, they had some Nike sandals. They was called ACGs, all condition gear. They were some Nike sandals. They was $40. I wanted them. I maybe was 14 or 15. I wanted those shoes. I knew my mama couldn't get them for me. We were poor. We couldn't afford it. Well, we probably could have afforded it, but the way my parents viewed money, we couldn't afford it. So I'm going to get them on my own. I got my daddy lawnmower, and I asked my granddaddy, could I use this weed eater? Guess what? I went and cut a yard. I went to my aunt. I asked her, could I cut her yard? She let me cut her yard. She gave me $25. Then, I'm going to tell you, I went and cut our church yard. I did that for free. Guess what? They gave me $20. I had $45. The shoes came out to $42 and some change. I went and got those shoes because I wanted to do it on my own. I didn't want it the fast way. I didn't want to have to ask nobody for it. I didn't want to have to take a chance that would get me in trouble. I wanted to enjoy them. It was all in the mindset. My next job I got, it was literally catching chickens for Tyson's Chicken. I was literally catching chickens, throwing them in a crate. But look, I did that for a week. I only got $200. I say, this is too hard. But I always worked. I've been working since I was 15, really 14. If you want to back it up, I was a little bit earlier than that when I was cutting those yards. But the fact that I didn't want to be no street guy. We say that there's no way. That's a lie. It's a way. We could work at McDonald's. It's okay to work at McDonald's. It's okay to find an alternative to being in the streets because, man, listen, it's only two places you're gonna go. We've been saying this since the 80s. Death or in the jail. How some people said, hell or the cell. It's only two places you're gonna go with the streets. Some people get out. Yeah, some people get out. But I bet they lose 10, 15, 20 years. It ain't worth it. You want to go behind a cage? You want to be in the box? You want to be around men all day? You don't want to touch a woman? Now, granted, yeah, sometimes you might get lucky in the penitentiary. But guess what? It comes at a cost. Man, your life is more valuable than having on some fresh clothes and a pocket full of money, because if you get shot next week, you probably don't got life insurance. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. You know how many drug dealers I saw die and don't have life insurance? We got to do a GoFundMe for the same guy who's just taking a picture with a pocket full of money. We got to do a GoFundMe for him. But he was just having a whole bunch of money. Because that money don't last. It ain't good money. It ain't clean money. And what are they shooting at each other about? Like, I ain't mean to go off on a tangent, but look, man, it was innocent people out here. Look at old Mr. Earl. You see Mr. Earl? Now, I don't know why Mr. Earl ran out of the store, but maybe he should have ran out. He probably would have got killed if he'd have ran back in the store. It probably was a stray bullet that would have hit Mr. Earl. He ain't want to do nothing but get him some cigarettes and an old Milwaukee and play his lottery numbers for the night and come out in a gunfight. You know, you can find humor in anything. And it's not no funny situation. That old man could have got killed. And then when you hear the reporters talk about how the grandmother had to push her children down to get on the floor, there's really no guarantee, because these guys was just shooting. They were just shooting. They had no regard for human life. But they thugging. They got the sticks. They got the sticks. But you gonna get caught. Now you finna drive your mama crazy, your grandma crazy. They gonna be worried about you. But you in there in that prison. Or you dead. One of the two. And I can only talk about the guys that we actually saw out of the car, because the other guys were in the car. Couldn't really see who was there. But I tell you this, if you look close at this video, it was a third person in that car without a gun. And he ran. He might be the one to tell. We don't know. I don't even know if that was a kid. We don't know. The fact of the matter is, this was senseless, and stuff like this need to end. Now they're gonna be in jail. Now they done threw their lives away. They're gonna get caught. Somebody gonna tell on you. And it might be the person that was in the car with you. We don't know. I'm just asking for us to do better, man. That's all I'm asking. Let's have the same energy when we do this to each other that we have when somebody else do it to us. See, we hypocritical when it comes to that. But I could talk about this all day. All I'm saying is we got to do better. Stop being one-sided. Let's be well-rounded. Let's care about black lives when black lives hurt black lives. Let's care about it all the time. That's all I got to say. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section. Until the next time. Peace.